guys, Jonathan here, back in the brand new studio today with a pile of all 7 colours of shadow foam. If you didn't know already, we have shadow foam in 6 bright, vibrant colours and black. They're really popular and it gives you that really nice contrast. When you cut through and cut tool shapes out, you can see what's missing and you can match it up to your toolbox, match it up to the brand. But we're always being asked for new colours. Loads of people are asking for purple, loads of people are asking for pink. We had a bit of a vote, which one should we bring? And we decided to bring out both at the same time. A nice vibrant pink and a nice bright purple. So that now gives us 9 colours to choose from on the website, and all of our inserts, all of the major power tool boxes, we make inserts for all of them and flight cases, and you can get any insert for any box in any one of the 9 colours, including custom sizes. So there's not a huge amount of purple and pink, so if you want some, click the link below, go and get some. But we can't talk about foam on the channel and not talk about tools. So we've got a bit of a challenge today, and that is, can I put together a well-rounded toolkit that's covering most of your standard tools that you need in any toolkit, but using a tool of every single one of these colours? So it might sound easy, but do you know any good quality purple tools or any good quality pink hand tools? And teal can be a bit tricky because Makita's teal, but the hand tools are a little bit sus sometimes, aren't they? So that was the challenge, but I managed to do it and put together a pretty comprehensive toolkit that represents all 9 colours and a couple of bonuses. Let me talk you through it, starting with the most tricky colour, which was pink.
Oh no, pink! Pink! Pink!
So first on the list, and to be fair, this item inspired the whole video, to be honest, the pink Kinetic Customs Raptor. Now, if you've never seen this hammer or you've never heard of this company, Kinetic Customs make really high quality tools, not a huge range, but they basically just pick a tool, re-engineer it from scratch, make their own version of it in the UK, in Glossop, which is not far from Manchester, so a fellow northern company, and they just make really high quality items in quite a broad range of colours, including this full pink beastie. Now, Kinetic Customs actually sent me this for a toolkit I'm working on, and it's taking me ages because I'm putting together the ultimate pink toolkit. There's a bit of a thing with pink tools. Usually, they're either extremely expensive, and there's not many of them at that anyway, or they're just terrible quality. Most pink toolkits are just some of the worst tools you can get. So I'm on a mission to put the best ultimate pink toolkit together. It's taken me a lot of time, but this is one of the items in that kit. I'm going to be putting it in this kit for this video to demonstrate that there are good quality tools in all of these colours. So that's the Kinetic Customs Raptor hammer, a really good representation for the pink colour category. And that is the first item in the kit, and I think a hammer is a strong start to any toolkit. So that's that one. Let's have a look at purple.
Purple.
So for purple is another little bit of a teaser for a future video. This is the Top Forza cable cutter. Now, a cable cutter isn't an essential for a toolkit, but the kit that I've put together, this is quite a good bonus to go in there. There's not many purple tools about. I struggled to find anything, and then I discovered Temu. I've heard some different opinions about Temu, some good, some bad. It's like the new version of Wish, but I had a look on there and they had loads of purple tools. So we are going to be doing a future video on Temu. Let me know in the comments if you've had any bargains from there or any tools you're really happy with. But this was in the selection that I bought, and I was quite impressed with it, to be fair. Cable cutters can cost a fortune. You can spend some big money on these, and I've already used this to cut a few cables, and I was quite impressed. And it's purple, which fits the bill for this challenge. So that is making it into the kit, and that's purple. Now for an easy one, yellow.
Stay yellow, stay yellow!
So for yellow, I've got this little Stanley torpedo level, magnetic, and it was a level that I've had for a long time. I think I got this probably about 10-15 years ago, and it served me well. I've used it for a few things, and it's great for putting on mattresses because it's got a really strong magnet on it, and I think a level is a really strong addition to a small toolkit. So it was a must for me in this kit, and it's nice and bright yellow too. It's not mixing any other colours in there, so it fits the bill, and that's yellow done. On to teal.
It's teal, Doc.
So now I always bang on about Makita tools being a little bit ropey, and they are, to be fair. Some of the kits that I've bought over the years have been a bit of a letdown. However, I found this the other day, because that's another little mission that I've been on, and it's another teaser for a video, to be fair. Whenever I see quirky Makita hand tools, and there are some that exist, I pick them up. The best way to describe this really is it's an adjustable and a set of mole grips in one. I've not used it in anger yet because I've not had it very long. This came all the way from Japan, this thing, but it's a pretty beastly item. Hopefully it's going to save Makita's kind of reputation when it comes to hand tools, or it could do anyway when I start using it. And it's a full teal tool, which helps with the kit because you need a set of spanners in this kit, but having an adjustable with a bit of something quirky about it, and it's teal, does help with my colour goal. So that's teal done. Next up, orange.
Orange. Orange?
So next up is this little 1/4" backhoe socket set. I've probably had about 3 or 4 of these over the years because I've given a few of them away just to friends and family because I've been recommending or putting toolkits together for other people. And this thing is it's usually you can get it for about 25 quid, 30 quid. Sometimes you get it on offer for about 20. It's the SL25 and it's a 1/4" little driver set, and it's just the form factor of it. It's so small and just good quality. It's been really reliable for me. It's nice and bright orange as well, so it fits the bill. It helps round out this toolkit, and I couldn't recommend it high enough, to be honest. I really like this set, and it's just great value. And if you didn't know already, backhoe is owned by Snap-on, which is testament to the quality really, because then Snap-on have adopted a lot of backhoe's designs and get the tools made in Sweden as well. So that is a fantastic set. And that ticks off orange. Onto green, which was a bit of a tricky one.
It's because I'm green, isn't it?
So next up is green, and that was a bit tricky, to be honest, getting a green tool that's good quality, but I did find it, and it is a knife from Starville, and every good toolkit's got to have a knife. This one is pretty cool because it's not locking, so you can have it in the UK, and it's like a wire stripping knife. Now, I've got a few Starville tools, and a lot of them have only accents of green, so this was one of the only ones that was full on green, and it's a nice addition to this toolkit. It's a nice bright green, and that sorts out that colour. Onto blue.
Are you blue?
Only in color, Michael.
Onto blue. Now, you might notice this kit is missing screwdrivers. But Dewey Griffiths, one of our subscribers, has got me covered. He saw our US video where we looked at US tools, and he said he'd been on a recent trip there, and he ended up with 2 of these. This is the Cobalt double drive screwdriver. So whichever way you turn it, clockwise or anti-clockwise, the mechanism makes it go the same way, which is pretty impressive. Pretty cool little tool. It's got a similar kind of bit holder to the Milwaukee one. So it's got like long extension bits. They're a bit tricky to replace these if you round any off, because they're not like standard 1/4" bits. But it's a nice thing, and it's bright blue, and it ticks the box of having a screwdriver in the set, which is a pretty must. So I swapped him this for a Halfords insert. But thanks, Dewey, for sending this over. It definitely fills that blue category and the screwdriver category at the same time. So that's blue covered. Let's look at red.
Red, the blood of angry men.
In the red spot is a personal favourite of mine, and that is the Magnum Easy Grips. Now, this is a tool I discovered at the Europe's biggest hardware show, and it's a Finnish brand, Magnum, and they're basically just pipe grips that automatically adjust. So you don't have to press a button and move them to the right size. You literally put them to the maximum, put it on the thing, and then squeeze it, and it automatically kind of goes to that position. So, lovely little tool. It's red, and it's going in the kit. And if you want one of those, there's a link in the description. You can go and pick yourself up a pair. Onto black.
Black, the dark of ages past.
Now for that one, I've got a Cree LED torch. Now this thing I've had for a while. I've got a few of these actually. And it's just a really solid kind of aluminium body, bright torch. And every good toolkit needs a torch, so I think that is a staple. So that gives us one tool for every colour of shadow foam that we have. But there are a couple of items missing. First and foremost, I think this kit needs some sort of tape measure. And for that, I'll add a shadow foam Zollstock. Now if you didn't know already, I'm a big fan of these Zollstocks, and a Zollstock is German for folding ruler. Well, it's actually German for inch stick, but it's a 2 metre folding ruler essentially. And we now have a shadow foam branded one, and it's a bit of a beast, and I think this kit will benefit from. The other item this kit is missing is a set of Allen keys. I think every good tool kit, especially if it's going to be a DIY kit or something that you're going to have around the house, is a set of Allen keys, and for that we've got these. And this set here came out of our £100 toolkit. That was a video from a few months ago, and if you don't remember, I'll bring you up to speed. I got a really good deal from Norman on his forklift truck, and I sold him out of all of his Allen keys. They ended up being £2 each, and I said I'd give all of the others away. So I ended up buying 14 pairs, 1 pair for me, and the other 13 pairs we can draw some winners from. So we usually do a tombola, but we have thousands of comments on the video, and there's too many to print off and put in a tombola. So I found a digital tombola, and that's pickawinner.co, and basically we can plug in the video into here, and this system will automatically pick a winner for us. So without further ado, let's pick the first one. I plugged it in. We've got 1,026 eligible comments. Let's see who the first winner is. Rich W456, and he says, I've got some newer Stanley screwdrivers, plus a couple of old ones that were my granddad's, and I actually prefer using the old ones. I see that a lot myself, to be fair, with some of the newer tools. The tips just round off, and some of the old school steel just kind of lasts a lifetime. Good tools will last a lifetime. So that's the first winner, Rich W456. Let's go for another one. So that's one down. Alan Bolton 3748 says, Stanley screwdriver set, the best value. I think that was a bit of a deal, to be fair. Let's go for another one. Unknown Presence 1669. I've still got that old B&Q screwdriver. I bought it back in the late 90s for my RC cars. Well made, but yet never been able to find any bits for it, so just sits in my tool tool case now for nostalgia. That's a perfect example of why I love that auto loader screwdriver, because it takes standard 1/4-inch screwdriver bits. Any screwdriver that takes weird shaped bits, if you round it off, basically landfill fodder, because what you're gonna do, the bit's rounded off, you can't get any more bits for it. Doesn't matter how good the handle is, it's kind of knackered. That's 3. Mr. Zhead, love the video, great idea. Do love a good old tool hunt, like a man's toy shop. Exactly, me too, love it. Tool hunting is fast becoming my favourite pastime. Ken Hawkins, 5469, well done. That was a quick one. Easy, we're getting through these quick now. Timmy the Snail, my girlfriend wants some Allen keys. Well, there you go, you are now a winner. Make sure these go to your girlfriend, because that's... You've said it now, in writing. Next winner, proves you don't need to spend loads to make a half-decent toolkit. Absolutely, 100 quid went far further than I expected, but you've got to be a bit clever with your budget. You can't just go in Home Bargains and choose their stuff. There's a few gems, but a lot of it is pretty ropey. You don't have to be loyal to any one brand, you can kind of mix and match. And go around these little gems. These tools came from like JD Auctions, which is like a bargain warehouse. We went to a couple of other bargain shops, a couple of DIY shops. Have fun with it really, and just go rummaging around. Next one, Ivor Mullings, 1449. Like you're thinking, turning a simple home kit for the occasional and simple DIY tasks into something with the look of a pro means it's no longer chucked in a drawer but on display for credibility. By the way, I found Poundland have evolved their tool choices over time with current from previous Tommy Walsh to current Hanson stuff. I often reach for their smaller hammer, of which I have 3 dotted around the home. Thanks for another useful and in-depth real video. That's the thing, doesn't matter how good your tools are, if you can't find them, there's no point having them. So even if you've got cheaper quality tools, if you've got them in foam and you know exactly where they are, the best tool is the one that you can put your hands on, isn't it? If no good having snap-on tools in a drawer somewhere or having snap-on tools in your workshop miles away, the ones that you've got with you, available to you, are the ones that are the best. So having them in foam means you know where they're always going to be. So I do agree with you there, Ivor Mullings, and now you've won yourself some Allen keys. Next one, J Markham, 2133. I got my drill from Cash Generator 2. They did have a mixed bag of stuff there, and I'm pretty sure it changes every day and every week, so you probably have to keep going back and having a look. Next winner, Zed Org. First vid I've seen, and really like this. I use shadow foam for my tool chest when I worked in a garage. I have those exact Allen keys along with its Torque siblings. Absolutely agree with people saying, buy cheap then replace with expensive. I ended up buying more niche tools letting me do hard jobs easier than if I had spent £90 on a ratchet. Also, when your cheap tool breaks and you need it to work just that one more time, it makes you a better worker to professionally bodge your tool. I agree with that sentiment too. I think buying like lower cost tools and then slowly replacing them with high cost tools means you can get started straight out the gate. You can get loads of jobs done. So I do think that's a good sentiment. My goal is always to have all my tools be really good quality, but obviously you've got to start somewhere. So this £100 toolkit that we put together does show you that even starting cheap doesn't mean you have to start with cheap quality. These are cheap price, but good quality. So you just have to shop around. Next one, Danny H4097. You should do a full toolkit from the £1 bargain shop. See what you can get from the one shop. The pound bargain shop in that video, sadly, loads of stuff's not pound. I think a real pound shop has disappeared. Every pound shop I've been in, everything's for £2, £3, £4, £5, £6. Is there a real pound shop still in existence where everything is a pound? And if you've got a lot of tools, I would love to go there and put a toolkit together, but I don't think they exist. Next one, Dan4127. I think your best deal was probably the spanner set, as you've got the bigger size to which all those little sets are always missing. It's such a common size. Would be interesting to see how long that drill holds up for, and would also be interested to see if you did the same again and did a full Asda toolkit or something and see how much it would cost in comparison. New to the channel and really enjoyed the video. Well, in Asda, they have one little section, about a metre wide, of tools. You go to Walmart in America, they have 2 full aisles of the same brand, Hyper Tough tools, and they have Heart tools. So I wouldn't mind doing that, but it'd have to be in America, in Walmart, because they've got more choice. Don't think you'd get much in Asda. Last one, let's see. Stephen Bailey, 2086. Those Allen keys for £2 is a steal. Great find. Not only is it a steal, it's also coming towards you, so you have steel in it. So that's all the winners. Congratulations to everyone. We'll get in touch with you all to get your address. Doesn't matter what country you're in. We'll ship these out to you. And yeah, congratulations everyone. Next job, let's create a layout with all of these tools and cut them into some foam. So there we go, that is the layout sorted. For the eagle-eyed among you, you may notice I added an item, and that is the Magnum 5 m compact tape measure, because mainly I had a space. When it comes to layouts, I've got to fill up the space. I don't want to have like any weird gaps. Had a space up here, and I was thinking, what can I add there that is a useful addition to this kit, and it's also a nice bright colour? And the Magnum super compact tape, that even though it's so tiny, is 5 meters. So it complements the 2-meter folding ruler because this one is 5 meters and that can go right there. So I'm happy with the layout. All I've got to do now is get started. And when it comes to cutting shadow foam, all you need is one of our cutting kits. Now these cutting kits come free with most orders at shadowfoam.com. We'll put a link in the description for all of the things mentioned in this video. You can go and check them out in the links in below. Now, the main thing in there is the anti-cut glove. You've got to make sure you're always wearing an anti-cut glove when you're cutting shadow foam. And the second most important thing is the scalpel. So you get a shadow foam branded scalpel, you put a fresh blade on there, and that's literally all I use. I just place items where I want them to go, use the scalpel like a pencil, cut round them. Once I've captured the profile on the foam, I can take the item away, go back round, cut the item deeper, and then peel back layers to create a slot for each item. So for an item like this, it's only shallow, I'll probably be peeling about 30 or 40 mils worth of foam out of this, and that'll sit nice and down in there. So that's all the talking. Let's start the cutting. Right, so that is the first one all cut, and I think purple is going to be one of my favourite colours. That is really, really good, but I've got 8 more to do. Here's the other 8 sheets. Best get cutting. Right, so there we go. That is all 9 colours cut, and I think you can really get a sense of the actual colour and the contrast better than just looking at like the block pink. Which one's your favourite? Let me know in the comments. Which one of these colours would you go for in your toolbox? But with all of them cut, I can finally get them all in the toolbox now and see what the demo box looks like. So let's get them in the toolbox. So there we go, that is the new demo box setup. We're going to be taking this to some of the expos that we've got planned, and that way you can see all of the different 9 colours that we offer, and you can get a real kind of feel for the contrast and how it's actually going to look in your toolbox rather than just a block of plain colour. So hope you enjoyed it, the quirky tool set. What tools would you have added to this to kind of round it out a bit more? I think we got the colours pretty bang on, but whether or not the tool set's bang on is up for dispute really. So which colour would you go for? Which one out of the 9 would you say is your preference? If you're setting up your toolbox, would you be going for a contrast, or would you maybe go, if you've got a green toolbox, would you go for green foam to complement it? I'm interested to hear what your favourite colour is out of the 9. Let me know down in the comments, and let me know what tools we're missing out of this toolkit. I think we got the colours pretty bang on. We've represented all 9 colours here, but the toolkit maybe is up for dispute. I'm pretty sure we've missed some important items there, but I think it demonstrates the look and finish of shadow foam, and we've got all colours represented quite nicely here. So thanks very much for watching the video, and if you want any pink foam or any purple foam, head down to the description. We've got a link down there, shadowfoam.com. We offer inserts now in pink, purple. We've also got custom sizes available, and in the future we will bring in our standard sheets and value packs too, so stay tuned for those. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.